Welcome back, Treehousers. As you might recall, last week we ended in the middle of my reading. So what is going to happen? Because it seems like something interesting is in the air. Coming up today, we will also have readings for Daniela and Dave. So stay tuned and get ready to play with us.
Hey, welcome to the Treehouse Athenaeum, a place to discover the tools that empower you to embrace both the beauty and challenges of personal growth. There are so many branches leading to your roots. Come on, let's explore.
Dave, say what you gotta say and then give us your question.
Again, I love awkward, and this is just my love language. So this is wonderful. Okay, so
soak it up. I hope it tastes good.
I think this will be good comeuppance if Spirit wants to bring it back in my corner. So I'm going to put before the group for another little test. My question is, I have some plans for tonight, just general plans. What is something I need to know in reference to the plan? I want to do a single card draw this time, though. I don't want a big spread. I just want one initial energetic message. What's something I should, again, neutral for the highest good of all. What is something I need to know going into tonight?
Okay. And you're asking for a single card from each of us, or you're saying that's the style that you want to use?
How does the Lenormand work? Because again, each deck is different. I'm going to use my Oracle deck this time, so I'm going to get a different energy for us. And again, I could read what the book says or what resonates, but I'll go off my initial gut. Lenormand, can you do a single card? Would it have the same potency?
Not really.
Yeah, then do.
I'll do as small of a chain as I can.
There you go. Yeah, sounds good. Or bigger if it. I want more information if I need it. So
there are some people who know how to do Lenormand spreads with like all of the cards in the deck and make a story. I'm like, that feels like a lot.
Honestly, I am a firm believer that you can get the answer you need from one card. If you are if you're aware enough, you know what I mean? If you're open enough, and that comes again with journaling and then understanding your deck and the messaging, the relationship, you know. But yeah, one card can get you right where you need to be. So
just that one spot, huh? Put that in your
Daniela, could you hold up that Ace of Pentacles card again for us?
Oh. I gotta find it.
Could you show me the spot that we're talking about on that?
Dave.
What?
I didn't think Daniela was your type.
I'm talking about the card, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful woman.
Oh, it's still on the top. That's funny. Did you really want to see it? Were you joking?
Oh, she was talking about the feeling good in the spot. And I was like, let me see. Where at? Show me on the card.
I was not listening. I'm so sorry.
She's in the zone. You're the only one taking this serious. She's like, I'm trying to commune right here.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm in a conversation with the universe.
Well, it's funny.
Ever heard of it?
When you were talking, all I heard you say was one card. I can get what I need from one card. The way that I shuffle is like this, you know, whatever. It's a little bit messy. But one card refused to go back in. So this is the card.
That's it. Perfect. Yeah.
So then I was
just listen to your gut. If it stands out, there's a reason. Yes.
I almost put it back because I was like,
no,
I wasn't. Yeah.
Do you want to go first, and then Lisa, and then I'll go last?
Okay. Can you tonight? Never mind. I have a bad memory. So something about tonight. What do you need to know for tonight? Right.
Yeah, just general. I want it open-ended. Like anything I should know or be aware of energetically.
It's the Eight of Wands. Oh, I should show you the card.
Curious.
It is curious because I don't know what your plans are, but what
I do.
I know. The first thing that's just calling to me.
That was a famous painting in the background. Can you do that again?
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of it, but that's.
It'll tell me. I can pull it up.
I love that. I'm an art historian, by the way. That's why I'm immediately drawn to that.
Yes, I fell in love with Dali in my Latin American, Spanish art history class. The Oath of Horatai by Jacques-Louis David.
Yeah, Roman.
Hey, that's your name. Kind of.
I mean, I'll take
Jacques.
it.
since we're here, I'm going to read the practical advice. Make sure that good vibrations exist between you and other people. Learn to understand what moves you and others. Become more sensitive to the needs of all parties involved. Then you will be able to harmonize many different types of energy and accomplish many things without having to resort to manipulation. And I was going to say that the thing that I was immediately drawn to was the book that's at the top of the card, and the fact that the wands are going through it. I was just thinking like education and academia and those things, just maybe the fact that you are like cerebral, like you say, so that you need to keep your wits about you was what I was going to say.
Okay.
Okay, so I pulled my
bloodshed though. I don't know what's happening. Worried for you, but also don't know what you got planned. So,
yeah, well, maybe it's all part of the plan for Dave tonight. He did say he likes to have fun, whatever that means. I don't know.
With
so
blood?
Sounds like a Scorpio.
I don't know what you're into. I'm like,
what did you say?
I said I don't know what you're into.
No, Daniela.
It sounds like a Scorpio thing.
He's a Scorpio. Okay.
Oh boy. So
Lisa?
you're gonna have a conversation with me.
So hold on. When I was, just to give some insight from another Scorpio, because when I was young, because I'm like a girl's girl to my core. When I was young, I was obsessed with making blood pacts with my friends. So it really is like.
Tell me about your childhood.
Listen, loyalty is important to me.
Holy shit! I need to do this now. I need to because I pulled dog, and the keyword for dog is loyalty.
And
key. Like loyalty is key is what the message is for you. Keep that in mind. Loyalty is key. That's why I think that fits, Daniela. Yeah. I don't know. Just it's just something you need to carry with you. Is loyalty is key
to a Scorpio,
especially if you're going to be participating in blood sport. You know.
Yeah, especially to a Scorpio.
Yes.
Loyalty is key for sure.
Loyalty is key.
Yeah.
Dave loyalty.
I love you. To add, because my best friend is a Gemini, so now I'm starting to see patterns. That's the one fight my best friend and I ever got into is when I perceived loyalties were shifting. So,
ooh, yeah, loyalty.
These are some Scorpio.
I didn't want to give away to ruin the interpretation. Sorry, Lisa, but I mean, you already drew it, so that's good.
No, yeah, I just it was very fun. I told you this deck brings out universe has big jokes vibes. That's what that was.
I love her. This deck is one of my favorite. Again, it's the Wisdom of Oracle. If you want to start with a deck, I really recommend anything Collette Baron-Reid, but the Wisdom, the art is so beautiful. It's always got the Oracle's face hidden somewhere in the image. So I don't know if it's focusing.
Oh, yeah.
So even in the image when I show you this, but there's always her face. And this, why I like this too, is the way the book breaks down. Oh, this was the first card I've ever pulled in this deck. Anyway, but it has the general meeting, the general message, but then it also has a relationship section, a prosperity or career section, and then a protection meaning if it's reversed. So there's 4 different meanings from one card. So again, it's just a beautifully built up system, and I really just think it has a lot of power to it. So, ooh,
is that a lion?
Cheetah.
Okay.
So this is Go the Distance. Is it focusing? I want it. It's so pretty.
It is.
And then not focusing. Where's the Oracle? There's always an Oracle.
Is it? Oh no, that's the number 47.
Yeah. So, okay. So anyway, Go the Distance. From my experience, what I know about this card is committing to something, to like being all in, like choosing to follow through with it. Like if you're going to do this, commit to it and go the distance, right? So let's look at what it says in relationships, though. Because I don't know if you guessed it, but tonight, after this, I am meeting with a gentleman, and he is a Scorpio. But 47, this is what it says. So again, general, endurance, strength, the long haul. So committing to, seeing it through. You either are in, or you're calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time. For better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth, you are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played, but that the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and a symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent?
You're going to have a blood ritual tonight.
Oh my God! Congratulations!
We're gonna have something. No, I'm kidding. No, yes. This new gentleman has appeared, and we had an amazing connection. And let's see what happens. So one more time, I just want to write my notes and get my thoughts aligned. Daniela, there's a blood oath. But this is good. You said keep my wits about me.
Keep your wits about you.
There's actually something really profound that I kind of want to share, because I think this has, again, this journaling aspect, and this is, as fun as this is and frivolous as it seems, there are real applications to my growth and my personal understanding of myself. Recently, this past year, I've had a few like relationships or run-ins with different people where I don't know, have you heard the term of luminescence? Have you heard this term? So it's this quality in people that are prone to codependency because my childhood trauma and just the way my family and through therapy, whatever. Luminescence is projecting thoughts and things onto people that aren't necessarily there, like seeing the best rather than the reality of how they're treating you or how they're showing up. And it's a coping mechanism to, by focusing on the potential, it keeps you from being sad with the reality that this is coming out of a wound. You know what I mean? So
I can fix him.
Yeah, exactly. Or that savior or that martyr motif, like it is. And that's something I've noticed recently in these past experiences. And so I think that keeping my wits about me is that right now Saturn and Venus, I just started a new pattern today, the pattern app, check it out. Anyway, journal. Saturn is the big daddy truth bringer, and it's conjuncting, I believe is the term, my Venus, which is all about love and the potential and the fantasy of what love is. I'm a romantic. But Saturn's reminding me that I need to focus on the reality as well. Like I need to be evil, right? And especially if I'm going to want to go the distance, be invested in the long haul, I need a very balanced understanding of what this is, who this person is, what they are offering, what the reality is between us, not what I want it to be, what I'm not projecting it to be, what I'm hoping it to be. Lisa, what was your card one more time? The two?
Loyal. It was dog and key for a message of loyalty is key. Loyalty is important.
I'm going to sit with that. Definitely journal.
The name of in the book
oath.
Was greater responsibility for Eight of Wands. So that makes sense.
This is the caliber. Again, I hope I'm not projecting with luminescence, but I think there is a quality difference in this man compared to what I've experienced, which Lisa and I were talking about. There's a vulnerability piece that's coming in that some of my stuff is being activated because when it has the potential to be more, it means more, and there's a different weight to it, right? There's a different, I need to show up in a way to accept that, which means I have to rise. You know what I mean? I have to be conscious of my behaviors, my patterns as well. So interesting. Yay for single card readings.
I mean, that sounds like a good little exercise too,
Yeah.
which I guess is what we set out to do. But yeah, I'm excited to put our results up against the advice.
Yeah,
that was
so once
given.
you do something like this, then take this and start just, again, letting it marinate or
Mhm.
marinate, where you write it out, write down what your impressions were of the cards, what words hit from, reading, or like if in your reading. Whenever I get a reading with someone, I always record it, and I'll listen over and over again, probably 2 or 3 times, and take notes, and things again percolate up. You get to see different sides to yourself, different aspects and dimensions of this experience.
Yeah,
It's just invaluable.
It is. Daniela, do
My
you
turn.
have any special requests?
No.
Well,
I sometimes I do, but I generally like to just let whoever talks to you talk to you.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
cool. So, what's your question then, young lady?
Yes. My question is that I have a girls' night tomorrow. We usually do like a monthly night out. So what do I need to know going into girls' night tomorrow night?
Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
Drama.
I mean, Lenormand cards are they're a lot more binary than tarot cards are. Like, a lot of them are like very clearly good or very clearly bad, and there are a couple that are neutral, and there are a couple that have like alternate meanings, and one of these cards is one of those that has alternate meanings, like a dual meaning. But the first one is not like that, and that's heart.
okay.
So there's, love involved, which makes sense. You've been friends with these women for 10 years at this point. The second card, Dave, I need you to behave when you see this, is whip. And usually
Why didn't that come up in my reading?
Blood
You're
Oath
right.
is good enough for you?
whip is a sexual card. Whip can also mean, though, some sort of harm coming to someone else.
Oh, okay.
So though this card is very much drawn in the style of like the kind of whip that gets Dave excited, you can still inflict pain. So I would just say to either look at, it's going to be one of two things. I'm either reading this as there's going to be some sort of like intense intimacy, which doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It could be like you have a really big heart to heart with someone, or there's going to be a fight. And if there's a fight, Daniela, I want you to look me in the eye. I want the tea. I want it.
I thought you were going to give me some advice.
Why is girls' night already prefaced with drama? Like, oh.
Don't ask me, ask the deck.
Okay, so this is very interesting because I literally just said it, but the card that came up was Truth Be Told.
An owl?
Yes. Hold on. Wait for it. Do you see the face in the window? Very barely, like barely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
She's right there. But it came up reversed, which is the protection. And to piggyback on what Lisa was saying, I don't know your situation. I don't know these women. However, where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose upon you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now.
Interesting.
Scary.
Truth is one of my archetypes. I'm a I forgot how she phrased it, how Debbie phrased it in my Akashic Records reading.
Divine wisdom?
Divine truth.
Well, you said it earlier. You want to get to that.
Yeah.
I love that it's an owl though for your that's your animal.
That
Look
is.
at how
yeah.
cute he is.
I
Oh.
know.
He has a shadow. And
Fun
that's-
story.
Yeah, it's Shadow
That's your-
Owl, yeah. Owl in the Shadow.
On Instagram. Look her up.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So my archetype, I have two. Divine truth and divine love. She really helped me understand that like my version of love is tough love, or like, you know, don't discount, because I in the past have, because of the way people react to truth just in general, but also being the one to tell the truth, and maybe when I was younger, it's not easy. And
Yeah.
when I was younger, I didn't understand what everyone was so afraid of with the truth, and so also getting pushback and learning like that people don't necessarily want to hear it. But for me, it is so hard to keep my mouth shut. So like especially when I was younger, like I felt like I couldn't just keep quiet about stuff once I saw the truth, or you know, whatever, learn the truth. So that's interesting. I feel like there's so many, I need to drop my card, but I feel like there's so many things that it could be that I'm thinking about. Oh, there it goes.
And you don't have to say them necessarily because
Yep.
Right, yeah, I'm not.
Maybe this would be a good one to come back to after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I pulled Page of Coins.
Okay.
That's the card. So the thing that strikes me about this card is it feels like the child in the picture, or the girl in the picture, is wanting something. And I don't know if we're maybe going to talk. I mean, we tend to talk about all of our children, you know, like vent about mom, like we're all moms. So it's like we're going to do mom shit, you know? So I wonder if there's going to be something about motherhood, or maybe one of us like activating some, based on what you two are saying, maybe activating some childhood trauma. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe hitting a nerve with someone in the group, or maybe even collectively. I don't know. That'll be interesting.
The child of, or the Page of Pentacles, or Princess of Pentacles in my tarot deck, which I love the representation. As the learner, it's a learner. So I wonder if that adds a dimension of what can be learned from this interaction, or especially if we're thinking about truth or whips.
I mean, you should learn how to use all of your props safely.
I can't tell you how many times I wanted to be Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns.
Oh my God. Yes.
Did you know she actually did that and they took it in one take?
Yes.
Professional.
Michelle Pfeiffer. My God. Yeah.
Oh, that's the fantasy. That's the femme fatale I want to be.
Yeah. I also, I wonder if I'm going to lean, I think the message really I'm taking away here is, I think there's something to do with activating some kind of inner wound, or maybe we're going to be discussing childhood trauma. I mean, because we do talk about the podcast sometimes, so maybe it'll come up naturally. And I feel like whenever I see these like little blue creatures, or like they're different colors, but these little like dragon creatures, to me, it always signals some kind of like mental thing. So like some kind of inner demon, or something, someone whispering anxiety, depression, whispering in their ear, and you know, like kind of infecting thoughts in that way. So curious. I'll be on my guard, and I'll be discerning of when I tell the truth. Not that I lie, but I mean when I point it out.
Right. I know what you mean. Sometimes it needs to be said, and sometimes not all the time. Yeah. Okay.
Fun. I enjoyed this. This was fun. I really
This
did.
one was so fun.
Yeah. Good laughs. So how do we want to wrap this up? What would you like to say?
Tarot is anything you want it to be. Just figure out how you want to start the conversation with yourself, because ultimately it is a conversation with yourself. And if you're going to use it as a mode for intuition and you want to practice with other people, just don't be frustrated. It's going to take time. It's going to take time to learn the language of your cards, learn the voice of your cards, learn to hear whoever it is. Yeah, whoever it is on the other side, or, you know, your inner self, your higher self, whatever you are trying to communicate with. It's going to take some time to really get in the flow of it. So it is really valuable, like Dave was saying, as like a mirror tool, a reflection tool, which that's the same thing. But just, you know, if it doesn't call to you, that's also okay. There are other, tarot is not the only tool that can be useful in this specific way.
Some people can freaking go out in nature and see a cloud. You know, it's how you develop your voice. And if you commit to it and come back to it, it's your intuition. So I hope you got to see each of our styles too, like from the more methodical to the more completely intuitive. I think actually this is a really nice juxtaposition with everyone. Like, I feel like I'm in the middle because I like the logical stuff and I like to know the background, but I do get intuitive hits on stuff. But interesting. Yeah, I hope this has been of a benefit to you.
Well, thanks for joining us in the Treehouse. We're so happy to have you, and let's get ended.
As an opposite of let's get started.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Let's get ended.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Well, depends on the kind of ending. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Where's that Pinnacles card?
Thanks for joining us in the Treehouse today. If you enjoyed your time here, can you do us one little favor and send this episode over to someone else who might need to hear it? We love ratings, reviews, and recommendations. We appreciate you so much. Have a gorgeous day.